They say there's a part for everyone.
And my teacher said my part is to teach the uncles and aunties about total defense. Uncle, 你知道 total defense 是什么吗？
我不知道。
My teacher said I have to volunteer because I was sleeping in class.
Was I sleeping?
Yes, you were sleeping.
What do you want?
Me, you know total defense? So any ideas on how I can explain it to Amma? Wow, this pencil case quite good, huh? I know many things.
Total defense. Why don't you ask Amma? She's outside.
妈，这个是你要找的东西，你还记得吗？
Grandma began sharing her memories of Singapore. It wasn't what I was looking for.
Boy, 你是不是有心事？
阿公，你知道 total defense 是什么吗？
知道。
阿公，你怎样解释 total defense 呢？
很简单，我用简单的方式解释给人听。不然。
Hey Siti, sorry I'm a bit late. I think it's going to rain. Have anyone seen the umbrellas? Hey boy, can you help me to find the umbrella?
I got umbrella. We can share together.
Can share?
Yeah.
Okay, can.
Bye, boy.
I still didn't have my answer. It weighed heavy on me.
Digital defense. Economic defense. Don't worry, just a power train.
Let's fix this. This should work.
And then it hit me.
Total defense.
Can you help me to find the umbrella?
简单的方式解释给人。
This should work.
The idea. I guess everyone did have a part.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch as 6 total defense floats drive onto St. Andrews Road. Come on, Singapore! Wave your flags as the floats make their entry! First up, social defense. This float was inspired by the act of sharing an umbrella. Like how an umbrella protects us from the rain, our acts of kindness for one another strengthens our social cohesion. Regardless of race, language, or religion, social defense keeps us strong and united when others try to divide us. Second, psychological defense. The design of this float was inspired by a grandmother's box of memories. Like her, we all have common experiences and shared memories of what makes us uniquely Singaporean. Psychological defense is our love for Singapore and our desire to protect our way of life. Oh, remember Singer the Lion? Everyone say hi, Singer! Third is economic defense, inspired by the act of lifting weights to grow our muscles. Economic defense is about how we can play our part to keep our economy strong. We can do so through skills upgrading and lifelong learning. This empowers us to remain competitive and relevant to the rest of the world. Fourth is digital defense, like how a food cover net keeps the flies away. Digital defense protects us from pests in the digital world. We must adopt good cybersecurity practices to secure our digital way of life. This includes guarding against online falsehoods and fake news. For the pests out there, if you commit the crime, be prepared to do the time. Fifth, civil defense. Our everyday heroes from the SCDF will always have our backs, but civil defense is also about you and me being prepared to deal with emergencies ourselves. From learning how to perform basic first aid to keeping emergency items on standby, everyone can learn something, and everyone has a part to play. And finally, military defense. Remember the sister's pencil case with many compartments that can do many things? Think of that as military defense. A strong and capable defense that stands ready to perform operations in peace and war, protecting our air, land, sea, and digital space. If you look closely at the float, there is a ship, a tank, and a fighter plane. Even the numbers on the calculator spell out D, I, and S, the SAF's 4th service. So there you have it, presenting to you the 6 pillars of total defense. Put your hands together for our participants on parade! Ladies and gentlemen, the siren you hear is the important message signal. This signal is also what you will hear on the 15th of February on Total Defense Day. More importantly, this signal indicates that we have an important public announcement to make. That the defense of Singapore is anchored on a strong and capable SAF and home team. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to welcome the Total Defense Hardware Drive Pass. Entering the column are vehicles from the SAF led by the Leopard 2 main battle tank. Following closely behind is the Hunter armored fighting vehicle, the Terex infantry carrier vehicle, the high mobility artillery rocket system, and the light strike vehicle. Next are the Aster 30 and Spider ground-based air defense vehicles from the Republic of Singapore Air Force. The column is completed by the Republic of Singapore Navy with the Harpoon missile and the unmanned surface vessel. As the second column of vehicles make their entry. Leading the convoy is Singapore Police Force with the next generation fast response car, the expressway patrol car, the armored personnel carrier, and the newly commissioned tactical strike vehicle. Next up from the Singapore Army are the mobile adjustable ramp system, the peacekeeper response vehicle, and the EOD fast response vehicle. Finally, from the Singapore Civil Defense Force, the light fire attack vehicle, the hazmat utility vehicle, the ambulance, and the pump ladder. Turn your attention to the center of the park. In front of you are representatives from our youth uniform groups, economic and social groups, and personnel from the SAF, SPF, and SCDF. Watch as they unfurl the total defense flag. The coming together of individuals from different walks of life, regardless of race, language, or religion, reminds us that everyone has a part to play in total defense. More importantly, it is only together that we can keep Singapore strong. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor all who have contributed towards the defense of our country and to inspire the next generation to continue to give their best for Singapore, we present to you the Total Defense Parade Salute!